CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products such as our can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com.
And now, it's time to Stand for Truth with the host of Stand for Truth Radio, Susan Knowles.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good to see you. Gary, Monica, hello, hello. Barbara, Marianne, hello. Good to see everybody. Daniel, Jules, one Fred, a girl named Karen. Hey, good morning. Harold, hello. How are you? How is everybody? Hey, Danelle. How are you? Hello to you, my friend Jules. How are you? Good morning. Oh, my goodness. Is everybody, this is Wednesday. Is everybody feeling as tired as I am today? Hey, Jackie. Hey, Sherry. You need to reclaim your time and tell Scott and Brendan you were here first. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. I really don't. They're doing something totally different than me. Hey, Rhonda. Kitty, how are you? Hey, Barb, how are you? Renee, hello. How is everybody doing? Okay, I'm going to, I know, blah, blah, blah. And doing this, Barbara, a lot, right? Okay. So, I'm going to read to you Psalm 52. Why do you boast in evil, O mighty man? The goodness of God endures continually. Your tongue devises destruction like a sharp razor working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, lying rather than speaking righteousness. You love all devouring words, you deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy you forever. He shall take you away and pluck you out of your dwelling place, and uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him, saying, Here is the man who did not make God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise you forever, because you have done it. And in the presence of your saints I will wait on your name, for it is good. Amen, amen. Hey, Lewis, good morning. How are you? That was Psalm 52. Good way to get started. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Pat. How are you? I know, Rhonda. Good morning. Hey, Lori. Dawn, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Monica, you are here and looking good. Lewis, we are on 3 different platforms going on at the same time. Facebook Live, Periscope, and on YouTube. And as a reminder, when Lewis is here, if you want to give to the veterans, the homeless veterans in Tucson, let me know, because this will be a good time to donate to the homeless veterans again. So let me know if you're interested in doing that. And I can give you an address to send everything to if you'd like. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Head still spinning from yesterday? Woo. Well, Marianne, your head's going to be spinning again today. I know, no fake news. You know, we did find out, though, yesterday, Jerry, and I made a point of correcting that, that whole Deutsche Bank thing was all a lie. You know, and here's what I have to say about that. I really and truly believe that we have come to the point where the mainstream media is willing to lie intentionally, and they don't care that they're lying. Yep, fake reporter, everything fake. Yep. And we have to be so careful. Hey, James, we have to be so careful in what we are believing at this time. The bank thing was unbelievable. And Marianne, they could say it had a little shred of truth because it was the House Democrats who were trying, I think they did actually subpoena the bank, the Deutsche Bank, back in the summer, and the bank refused to turn over any information. So, you know, again, they make it just a little bit where it sounds almost believable. Hey, Kitty, thank you for the super hearts. And it's so hard to believe. You know, you have to know what to believe. And you know, there were several people that were reporting that. I mean, several news organizations were talking about that and reporting it. Yeah, Rhonda, you can't wait 24 hours. That's the problem because in 24 hours the news is already old. That the news is basically old within a couple of hours. So, well, news agencies should be held responsible for incorrect reports, retract, and apologize. Yep, they won't. I thought it was true until Sarah Sanders said no. It's all part of the deep state plan. Hey, Cully, it is. It's also basically what they're going to do, and I really believe this. They're just going to start talking, spewing out anything that they want because they know nothing's going to be done about it. If the president says something about it, then it's going to be, oh, well, you just don't want us to report the news. You think that we're fake news. You keep saying that. You're trying to violate our First Amendment free speech, on and on and on. So the president can't win if he says something about it. Want to see what sticks to the wall. Exactly, Marianne. Lots thought it was true. Money lost on stocks due to that bad report. Well, not only, I mean, on every bad report. Look at the other day what came out. I thought Hannity has a good show last night. Didn't see it, Pat, but I heard it was good. It's always pretty good, though, you know, so I'm not surprised. Today is going to be one of those days. It's going to set off a firestorm, so to speak, in the Middle East. If President Trump comes on and says that he is going to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, yep, 1 p.m. live. That's going to give a lot of people in the Muslim world cause to maybe go out and rage. They're already planning a day of rage on Friday. So it remains to be seen what he's going to do with moving the U.S. Embassy to Israel. The scuttlebutt out there is that he's going to go ahead and waive it for another 6 months, but he's going to tell the State Department to go ahead and start making plans because we are moving the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. So that's what we expect to hear. However, you got kicked out, Danielle. It's been, you know, Periscope's been doing that. It's amazing. I don't know what's happening. We're finding out facts and details we weren't supposed to know about the Clinton machine. Yes, we are, Jules. We certainly are. And we're finding out, hey, Teresa, just how deep the deep state goes. There's no bottom to the deep state. See, that's what we need to have found out so far by all this. There's no bottom. It just keeps going. No problem, Barbara. Hey, Blessed Cat, good to see you. Hope everything is well. Yeah, it's bottomless. It really is, Pat. You know, we're never going to completely drain it. Everybody, yeah, FBI, CIA, NSA has bad apples, Jerry said. Absolutely. The government has bad apples in general. Just a matter of picking through and throwing those bad apples away. Imagine if Hillary was elected. No, thank you. I don't even want to go there. His words will be important regarding Jerusalem. Yes. Muslims hate anyone anyway, Big Ralph said. Well, they're not going to be happy. And for a minute, it's quiet. Yes, for a minute. Hey, Joseph. Good morning. How are you, mighty blessed one? Barbara said Obama's making her very angry. Why, Barbara? Because he continues to act as though he's the president, going around from country to country in violation, perhaps, of the Logan Act. You mean that? That little thing? Yes, I know, absolutely. I believe they are trying to wear down Trump so he doesn't run in 2020, which I don't think is going to happen, Pat. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can wear this guy down. He seems to be just, you know, taking it, and everybody else is going around him in circles, and he just keeps going. Obama needs a leash, Amanda said. He certainly needs to be going to places like China and other places and acting as though he's speaking on behalf of Americans. Those who have Facebook, I posted prophecy and President Trump recognizing Jerusalem as the capital by Charlie Shamp, Jerry said. Morning, peeps, peasant run canyon dwellers. Okay, Don, good morning. He needs a muzzle, too. Well, he's out there right now pimping his climate change still. Yeah, your president is energized by this. I really think that he is. I think he runs off of this stuff. Did anyone hear him and his wife Michelle aren't getting along? Uh, I haven't really heard that, Pat. I mean, and who cares, right? If they aren't. I mean, hey, Robin, good morning. Trump is doing the right thing to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Somebody needs, Gary said, somebody needs to tell the Pope that the Pope is coming out and saying, oh, President Trump, you need to maintain the status quo. And what he means is leave things exactly how they are, because he says Christians, Jews, and Muslims find Jerusalem sacred. Okay, somebody needs to tell the Pope that the status quo is as God says it, and that is God has written his name on Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Good morning. How are you? and so somebody needs to tell him that, because I don't think that he quite understands that. Yeah, the Pope is still, I don't know what Bible he's following today, but it doesn't sound like the one that I'm reading right now. Pope needs to worry about his church and try reading a Bible. Amen. Thanks, Witherspoon. Obama and his husband didn't get along for 8 years. Ralph said, all relationships are ever changing as they grow. Kat said, Pope doesn't speak for this Christian. Amen, Kitty. Doesn't speak for me either. So I'm not surprised that the Pope came out and said that after the Palestinian leader contacted him yesterday and said, please talk some sense into the president. Tree toppers as angels with Hillary and Michelle's head by Resistmas. Told hubby get one so I can hammer it, Jerry said. I'll be blunt. Pope is an antichrist, Daniel said. Right, Susan, the Pope is a dope, Gary said. Yeah, I mean, come on now. Only speaks for Catholics. He means little to nothing to the rest of us. He's a socialist, for one thing. And, again, that may be the way that he interprets the Bible. It's not the way I interpret the Bible. He just said good day. Good day for you and good day, everybody. Yes. So here is what Amir Sarfati is saying. Theresa May plans to discuss the move with POTUS. Okay. What is she going to say? He's already made up his mind. He's coming on at 1 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time, and he's going to say what he feels, and that is that Jerusalem he's going to recognize that as the capital of Israel. And also, they're planning on moving the embassy, and the State Department should be starting to move it right now. It is so exciting, Jules. Hey, Spencer. It's part of the end times. It's there, Pope read a Bible. He is the Bible for 1/3 of the country, Donald said. He's doing God's plan, not man's. And all those people, like, if this goes through, that kind of disparage President Trump, maybe they'll start changing their minds about him. Love all these self-important people chiming in. I know, Kitty. She's probably concerned about her refugees kicking off. Probably. Teresa better watch her back. She's been on the hit list. Plot was found out yet. They're trying to assassinate her, but I don't think appreciate her so much. Thank God for Jay Sekulow. Yeah. Another one of his campaign promises. That's right, Pat. End times will happen in God's time. Man can't hasten it. That's right, Julia. But somebody needs to tell the Iranians that, who think that they can hasten it by causing chaos. Of course, they have another book that they read. Here's what Amir Sarfati of beholdisrael.org said. I'm going to read this statement to you. The President of the United States is going to give a historical statement on America, recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of the Jewish state Israel. The embassy will not move quickly, however. The declaration, coming nearly 70 years after Israel was recognized by President Truman, is nothing less than an earthquake for the Arab-Muslim world. The search for a new world superpower is about to begin. Russia has never been more desired among Muslims. Turkey, Iran, Libya, and Sudan will stand firm with Gog, which is Putin, the prince of Magog, which is Russia. The rest will align themselves with Sheba and Dedan, which is Saudi Arabia. The Arab Muslim world has never been more divided. Israel has never been so strongly, financially, and militarily. These are all the ingredients for an explosion that will lead to the prophesied Ezekiel's war. And do this, and do this. Know the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Therefore let us cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk properly as in the day, not in revelry and drunkenness, not in lewdness and lust, not in strife and envy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill its lust. Romans 13, verses 11 through 14. So, he couldn't be more clear as to where he believes that we are. I agree with him. This will be dangerous, no questions, but yeah, do not speak for Russia. They were once a Christian nation. Yeah, once. But, he's right, because at the end times, Gog and Magog, it's supposed to be Russia coming in with Turkey and Iran and Libya, perhaps, all coming in to try to take over Israel. And this is going to make the Arabs, like he was saying, Amir was saying, the Arabs go towards Russia even that much more, and escalating it to perhaps an Ezekiel war whenever. I don't know when that'll be, but the Bible says that will happen. The world is really on the edge. Yes, it is. And think about this. It is very exciting times, and we would not have this happening if Hillary were president. So we stand, we fight, in the end, we win. Yes. We kafefe. Why does your God love war? My God does not love war. But thanks for asking. So glad Trump is doing this. I'm ready, and I stand with Israel. Absolutely. My God stands with Israel. My God wrote his name on Jerusalem. That's what my God does. So, I assume that everybody is pretty happy about what we perceive is going to be the declaration from President Trump. Muslims supported the Germans in World War II, can actually feel the war between good and evil intensifying. Kitty, every hour on the hour, if not sooner. I have never seen such an upheaval, such an exposure of evil in my entire life. This is so much evil being exposed in all industries, all aspects of life, that if you look at it and you see this mountain, Kitty says the awakening, if you see that, you have to know that when it's happening across all spectrums like that, it could only be God who is orchestrating it. Man could not orchestrate all that's happening and we're seeing right now. Absolutely couldn't. I'm so happy that POTUS is moving the embassy. If it is Bible prophecy coming to pass, hallelujah, glory to God, Josette said. And Dawn says, I agree. So, it basically, there's even more news coming out. You remember how, if God gave Iceland to the Jews, the Muslims would fight for that too. Oh, absolutely. There's some breaking news that I wanted to talk to you about. Excited to see how God is working and what he's doing. Amen to that, mighty blessed one. Why wasn't it there in the first place? Well, it always has been, as far as you mean the embassy, or are you talking about declaring it as the capital? Thank you, Barbara, for the super hearts. Some information out of Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office. Remember Corey Feldman, who said back in October that he had given names of sexual predators in Hollywood to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office, and in 1993, and they kept saying, no, we don't have any record of it. They did a sort of an investigation. Everybody kind of said, we're closing the investigation. We found nothing. Corey Feldman never talked to us, and it was almost like Corey Feldman made it up. Well, he was saying that he talked to them during the investigation that they were doing into Michael Jackson's molestation charges, and they denied it. So now, lies, and more lies, Pat. Santa Barbara is reporting that they found copies of audio tape recordings made during the investigation, and that Corey Feldman was telling the truth. They found the recordings, and they are turning it over to the Los Angeles Police Department. And they said they're not going to comment on it anymore because it talks about um, it talks about child abuse. So we'll see what comes out of that. But I think this is really good for Corey Feldman that he's vindicated. Yeah, well, how about that? And again, let's see. Santa Barbara says, we don't have anything. We've looked everywhere. We don't have it. And all of a sudden, here it is. Again, I'm telling you, God is orchestrating all of this exposing evil he is orchestrating. And it does make Corey Feldman more credible. I absolutely agree, Marianne. Absolutely. Trump will get Islam to show its hand by recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Yeah, there won't be any mistaken belief about that, Gary, because they're not going to like it. Hey, Carmen. And they've already said that if they do this, they're going to just cut off all ties with Israel. Matt knew all the names. Feel bad for Corey. Poor kid, he tried to do right for so long. I know. And for his friend as well. Harley said, I'm thankful for all my friends in here. Thank you, Pat. I think we all feel the same way. He was always right. That's right, Kelly. He said, that I told the truth. I gave you all the names. And, his friend that died, that committed, I believe he committed suicide, right? Corey Haim, Haim. I think probably you're going to find out that maybe that's part of the reason that he committed suicide. So I think it's great. Yeah, we do band together in here, Jules, don't we? I know, bless his heart. And then, I think that Corey Feldman has been carrying the torch and trying to get the truth out all this long. What about Hamas? Jamie said, Hamas isn't too happy, Jamie. Hamas is Islamic, yep. Hey, Linda, good to see you. No such thing as Palestine, that's true. Susan's band, yeah. Let's get the band together. Exposing, yep. Carmen said, I'm grateful for my friends in here, too. Love you all. Absolutely, Carmen. Like-minded people banding together. Millennial said Hamas can go kick rocks. Oh, they're going to probably throw rocks, Millennial. I don't know about kicking them, but they'll certainly throw them. Heard Keith Ellison not happy either. Too bad. Oh, well. So sad. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for, God. This isn't about man, it's about God. Is this Israel the same from in the Bible days? No, it's a newly made up one. What kind of question is that? Jay Lover, I think it's a troll. So, if he's not a troll, he or she, it sounds like one. But if you're not a troll, then you know exactly who Israel is. I love how the fake news was saying this is an attack on Christians too. I know, isn't that just crazy? Trump upping security as current embassy in Israel because of announcement. Good idea, Kitty. My ex-husband was abused as a child, and it has affected his role as a father. It affects many. Yes, it's very, very sad. God is at work today. He's had enough of some of these sinners. I think I'll stay out of the way. I know, Kat. True breaking news that multiple policing agencies are active in D.C. It is sad, Kelly said. We live it daily. Yep. We should check IDs before coming in our room. I know, Pat. No, not yet on Christmas list. Buy those posing. Yeah, if you're looking for some Christmas gifts too, you can always help people by going to carolinaprepper.com and getting some really good stuff there. Food, ammunition, weapons, holsters, things of that nature. Hey, Veritas. Thank you, Kelly. Bless you for being here. Thank you for your support as well. What's the status of the fires in Ventura? Not good, Jamie. There are so many fires right now going on in Los Angeles. It's not good. Ventura fire doesn't look like there's going to be a way to handle it. Well, ma'am, you will learn a lot here. Yep, that she will. We might need it sooner than later. You're welcome, Jamie. There were fires this morning in LA in different parts of LA. I heard yesterday that there were at least 5 fires in LA, and people woke up this morning to more fires in LA. The fires in Ventura has gone down. It's gone across 101, which is the little like 2-lane road that's down near the ocean, and that is going down towards the ocean. Yeah, the fires are just going on their own. The winds are so high. And, please pray for everybody in Southern California up there who's being affected. Any draft? Oh, any dead? I just know the one in Ventura. I don't know if any more have died. I've heard rumors, but I can't verify it right now. More illegal running around with pocket lighters. It's 405, Jerry. 405 is near the LA airport. Runs a long way, though. Hey, Danielle. There's a lot of fires around the 405 in the Getty Museum. When we have Santa Ana winds, as I was talking about yesterday, these are winds that blow, high speeds. And they're basically, when this happens, people who have a propensity to do things like that, starting fires, they get all excited and they go out and they start fires. That's okay, Rhonda. You can always listen to the replay. So we always hate it when we hear about the Santa Anas coming. 200 firefighters brought in, saw one collapse. I'm not surprised. Yeah, low humidity, about 5%. And that's what really fuels that fire. It was started by someone. Danielle, we don't know yet. We don't know who started it, what started it, have no idea. They probably won't find that out until later. Hotshots prepping again to deploy to Cali. I don't know what that means, Don, but okay. Suppose big vote on nationwide concealed carry today. Yes. Heard they were trying to slip some things into that concealed carry, but I don't know what it is that they're trying to do. California, at the beginning of... Danielle, I'm about 2 hours away from the fires. Were the pictures of the town of Ventura. Part of it was like the county of Ventura, that part that's on fire. Paul Ryan is... Renee is going to tell us. In California, as of January 1, any ammunition that you buy in California has to be bought at a licensed dealer. So that way they're going to know exactly how much ammunition you have and what type of weapon that you have. So that's going into effect January 1, 2018. Sipping stuff into hold licenses. Huh. Crazy. Yeah, I boycott California. Yeah, they're boycotting San Francisco. They might as well do the whole state based on mental issues. Well, and California kind of does that with the mental issues anyway. I mean, you can go in California and claim that somebody has a mental illness or you're worried about them, and they can take that person's liberties away from them for a couple of days. Hey, Ellen, and their guns. I mean, it's getting bad here. Paul Ryan is a snake. Yes. All right, so some other information. All states do, yeah, firearm, not a weapon. Mueller deputy Jeannie Rhee was hired by Mueller to work on the Russian investigation. Former Obama Justice Department, she was there as the Deputy Assistant Attorney General in the Office of Legal Counsel. She was the personal attorney for Ben Rhodes, the Deputy NSA for Obama. Also represented in Clinton Foundation and donated $9,000 to Hillary and other Democrats. Reworked in private practice with Andrew Weissman, who is another Mueller deputy, as you know, who sent an email congratulating Sally Yates on refusing to defend the travel ban that President Trump put into place. I know, Colleen. They will be heating up olive oil next and tossing it out of office building windows onto the infidels below, Spencer said. Hot Shots was a movie, yeah. So, I don't know why anybody is surprised that the Mueller investigation, the deputies in there, have all been, caught in conflicts of interest, because Mueller himself is steeped in conflicts of interest. So all of this, as they say in the Bible, you can't get good fruit from a bad tree. Hey, Frankie. So that's just one more indication of what's happening there. So I think what ought to happen, and again, this is news that came out yesterday, it's been over the last couple of days. The Congress should call for the firing of Mueller. Nobody's doing that. Yep. Yeah, they gave a lot of money, $30,000 to the Hillary team for one person. That was a lot. Been stacked against Trump since the get-go. Yes, absolutely, Kitty. But they should really, Congress should come out and say, look, it's time. This is over. You've got all of these people that have conflicts of interest here. You've got these people who are texting anti-Trump messages to each other. You have people who are congratulating people who are pro-Hillary and anti-Trump. How can we even look at this and say that this investigation that you're doing is legitimate? And you hid this. You hid it from the public. You didn't. This happened back in August with Strzok, and you didn't tell anybody. And they even asked questions of you in October of Rosenstein and the FBI and the DOJ, and nothing was done about it. The Dems wanted to make it even more harder for people to purchase firearms. Absolutely. So, I mean, this is crazy. Based on a misleading dossier, and they knew this. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing stinks. It stunk from the very beginning. So, I mean, you can't make this better. You just need to get rid of it. That's crazy, Wayne. I don't know why Periscope is doing that. Are you following me on Periscope? Make sure that you are following me on Periscope. Hopefully you'll get the notifications that way. Yeah, by as much. Why are they questioning Don Jr. again? Why not? We don't even know that they're questioning Don Jr. again. How much more is going on that we don't know about? I know, Pat. That's it. Okay, Jerry. We don't know what we don't know. I know, he's awesome. They want to talk to him again. Hey, Lisa. If everybody could at this time, if you would share this, we're at the halfway point. Retweet it, please. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I believe anymore about what people are doing. Because, you know, you're seeing this in the news, and then the next day you're finding out that's absolutely not true. Again, we have to just be very cautious about it and sort of wait and see. And I mean, I wish there was like one person or one resource that you could go to and know everything was absolutely true, but that just never happens. That is, Susan, you don't know what to believe. Well, yeah, Pat, you really don't. Nice Donald Rumsfeld reference. Hey, you know, whatever. Does anyone think that Alan Dershowitz, who's calling for a ceasefire, is actually covering for the Clintons? Alan, Fred, I'm not. I guess I don't know what you're referring to. You know, I saw something in last night that, again, this was by the Gateway Pundit. The Gateway Pundit typically gets things right, but this was just, to me, so far-fetched. I mean, here's what it is. Former CIA paramilitary officer and member of Trump's transition team, John McGuire, revealed during a fundraiser for intelligence gathering operations in Afghanistan that the National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, authorized surveillance of Bannon and Trump family members. That makes no sense to me. He was on Fox yesterday saying it twice. It's so crazy. And so why, I mean, if that's true, when did that happen? And to me, that would mean it had to happen after the election, because McMaster wasn't, you know, he wasn't confirmed until after the election. So, I mean, this makes no sense. Because before that, he was, you know, he still is in the Army. Yeah, and by what authority? That makes sense. Or was he placed after? He was placed after the election. Well, I believe that McMaster is a globalist. And so I don't know how much of the deep state that he could be possibly be involved in. But I never trusted McMaster either. Hey, Judy. Not a fan of no. I don't trust McMaster either. But I mean, to say that he agreed to the surveillance, this would have had to have been after the election. That's the only time that he was the NSA director. There are bad actors around Trump, many of them. He's a double talker, yeah. But this makes no sense. The surveillance really happened before and during the campaign, and if anything happened, I know, what a year, I'm exhausted, John said. It's true, John, seriously. You absolutely need a script to remember who all these people are and what roles they played or didn't play and who they're connected to. I mean, it's crazy. I needed Pat, it's too early for you to start drinking. Do you think Trump will survive? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. They've spent 7.2 million dollars in doing an investigation. I have found zero. Thank you, Robin, for the super hearts. I know. You don't drink, but you may start. Good morning. I'm Poop Brown again. No problem. I know. So confusing. You need a chart. You need a flow chart. McMaster used to work for Obama. I believe that he did. But see, he was in the Army. So he worked for Petraeus at one time, but he was in the Army. So he's still in the Army, by the way. He didn't resign from the Army. He's still in the Army, and that's why he had to be confirmed. He had to have permission to be in the Army and still be acting as NSA. I don't think so. Okay, I guess that's your name. I don't think so. Money would have been better spent investigating real Russian collusion from crooked Hillary. I know, millennial. I know. Obama and Hillary are very worried right now. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that Obama, especially Hillary, is sort of untouchable. And I think, because Hillary and Bill have been doing this for 30 years. They're pros at it. They're pros. So they may be too dumb to be worried, but we should get all the money back. I know. I mean, really, when you look at the breakdown of it, it's ridiculous. 3.2 million spent directly for salaries, travel, rent, and equipment, and another 3.5 was spent for justice employees who had been detailed to the Mueller probe. I mean, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. In that very short period of time, that much money is over the top. Yeah. Hey, Chessie, good to see you. I know. Well, Congress isn't doing its job. Thank you for the super hearts, millennial. I don't. Again, today they should have, if not yesterday and 2 days before that, Congress should come out today and say, look, get rid of Mueller. Let's be done with it. Hey, Debbie. And then move on. Get him out of there. He kept the secret about this fact that there was bias, and he had to demote these people. Who did he tell? If he did tell somebody, nobody didn't seem to care. This makes America look ridiculous. Yeah, it really does. He's dishonest. Yep. Well, I mean, I've said from the very beginning that we should not have Mueller. I've said that from the very beginning. So, hey, Teresa. I mean, there's too much of a conflict of interest. No, Trump can't fire Mueller. Only Rosenstein can. I think Congress may be able to remove Mueller, but Trump can't. And if he did, he'd be crazy to do it. Ew, Kelly, that's a disgusting thought. Can he demote himself? Mueller can quit. Rosenstein is a crook. I don't know about that, Danielle. He could be, but we don't know. We're not investigating anything with uranium-1, so I don't know. And again, remember that Rosenstein used to work for Mueller. So, I mean, everybody is in bed together. 4 Democratic senators are asking Franken to step down. Judy said. Well, yeah, let's go. Oh, I have some information, too. Conyers yesterday wanted his son to take his place. And, of course, there has to be an election. But so he's just endorsing him. Where's the money coming from? From us, the taxpayers. Must be one big bid. Yeah, huge bid. Trump can't fire Rosenstein. Let's open some sealed indictments. Yeah. Just now on Fox, Judy said. Okay, cool. John Conyers III, that's the son and appointed successor of John Conyers Jr., the disgraced Democratic politician who announced his resignation on Tuesday, is a former attempted rapper who bragged that his friends are drug dealers and his dad is an effing player. No, Cully, because Sessions recused himself and Sessions didn't appoint him. But his nephew is also battling for Conyers' place. Yes, Chessie. It's going to be whoever is nominated and whoever's elected. So the son's brief rap career included lyrical gems such as My N-Word, Turn Grams into Grands, and F, Making a Living Bro, I'm Trying to Make History, so picture me letting the news nitpick at me. That's kind of his lyrics there. He's expected to be replaced either by his son Conyers III or by his great-nephew, Senator Ian Conyers, who announced he will run for the open seat. Yeah, I know. Could that bring tears to your eyes, Kelly? He's probably on Jay-Z's record label. Could be. Sounds like a winner, not. What a man. I tell you, it's too much. Absolutely too much. Thug life. Hashtag thug life, Jamie said. Nothing like a bit of nepotism. Yep. Crazy. There's talking about earlier. Talked about some fake news. We don't need another Conyers. Yeah, that's right, Prophet. He took your lyrics. I know, Big Al. It was right on the tip of my tongue too. I was going to roll with it. Daily overload. I know, Kitty. So the Atlantic. Oh my gosh, the Atlantic. They have put something out, and I'm gonna try to bring it up for the people that are on YouTube to see. This is absolutely disgusting. They have a picture of Mike Pence in the rain with a halo around his head, looking like he's in the robes of Jesus Christ, and it has God's plans for Mike Pence is the label on it. And what they were saying, and the reason they had that out, they're saying that the Atlantic in their story after the infamous Access Hollywood tape surfaced just before the November presidential election, they're claiming that Pence told the RNC that he was able and ready to replace President Trump on the ballot. And it's been reported that Pence sent Trump a letter saying he needed time to decide whether he could stay with the campaign. But in fact, according to several Republicans familiar with the situation, he wasn't just thinking about dropping out, he was contemplating a coup. Now again, hey Shauna, I say look at all of that with an absolute grain of salt there, because I don't believe it, for one. Vice President Pence denies it, for two. And the picture, I mean, you have to go see this photograph that they did. It's disgusting. It's all lies. I think so too, Amanda. I do. But again, as I said, I don't think at this point, I don't think that they're above doing anything. Media does suck, okay? Yeah? Is that Okie Fish? Maybe that's it. The Atlantic is a rag. I know. And they're coming out with that again now at this time. Sounds like fake news. I know. And I'm telling you, when you see this picture, Okie Fish. Okay, perfect. When you see this picture, it will just make your head spin. Monica said that's bull. Yep. He wouldn't do that. I don't think so either. But, it's funny that how they wanted to make him look like, like he's godlike. And so he's so godlike that he could judge Trump and like, oh, I've got it. He's so bad. I've got to get away from him. And that's what they're trying to portray. It's ridiculous. Robin said they are idiots. I like Mike Pence too. But again, it's insulting to evangelicals for them to do that, and that's who knows. Maybe one reason they did it. Law gives the press okay to lie and use propaganda. I'm telling you, I mean, it's true. Nothing's going to happen to them for doing that, and the American public's not going to question them for the most part. I think Trump is the savviest guy ever in the White House. Okie, I would have to agree with you. I really would have to agree with you. I mean, I think the man eats and sleeps strategy. I really do. Yeah, they're saying that he was contemplating a coup back when, it was found out about the whole Access Hollywood tape. They want to bring that up now because everybody is bringing up sexual harassment charges. So it's not like, okay, let's just bring this fake news back in and we'll try it again. Mediaitis new HuffPo. Yep, I believe that, Cully. Ridiculous. Pence is the perfect balance to Trump, actually. I think so. Yep, lies, lies, lies. But again, Marianne, majority of the public is not going to question that. Trump apologized and owned his actions. Yep. Trump has fought mafioso types. Yep. I know. It's ridiculous. It's just something to do, something to bring up so you can keep Trump's name associated with sexual harassment allegations. I mean, really, it's ridiculous. They don't pay attention. The strategy of the left is to keep us chasing rabbits, get exhausted, lose focus. Exactly, Judy. Pence does respect the president, always has, and he endorsed him a long time ago. And even when when President Trump was, calling people names and stuff like that, Mike Pence stayed with him. Who can put up with all this daily swamp water and dirt nonstop? President Trump amazes me. I know, Jerry. And think about that. As much as it is hard for us to hear all of this every single day, be barraged with all of this junk, can you imagine if you're the person it's directed at and how you feel each and every day? I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it. I've never seen anything like this either, Okie, ever, against any president. Trump does have as thick skin, and I think he's been prepared for this. He's a strong leader, and the storm is coming. Yep. He didn't need to do it. Nope. God put him, I really do believe God put him in this position. I honestly do. For whatever purpose he has planned. You're getting numb, sad to say. And Amanda, I'm trying not to allow myself to get numb. They had to go dig back 10 plus years. Exactly. Some locker room talk on a bus. Yep. The left always plays nasty, Josette said. Oh, yeah. Time came out with its person of the year. The Me Too group is the person of the year. Maybe that's better than having, Kaepernick, whatever his name is. Remember, it's an old war strategy, divide and conquer. Absolutely, Pat. I just really want to see some of the dirty Dems go down. Okay, we may not. Justice may not come until a later time. There was a divine hand placed on his shoulders and said, "It's time, Donald," Shauna said. Trump's purpose is to bring the storm and clean up D.C., and Trump has changed since then. Yes, he has. I know it's a long shot, Okie said. My folks are 80s, and even Mom said she's never seen anything like this, Lee said. No, I don't know anybody that's ever seen anything like this. But none of the news speaking out, no. No, Lisa. Sports Illustrated honored the social justice warrior Kaepernick. Oh, gosh. Whatever. I know. Sometimes you have to be a little numb to stay sane or just kind of close it off altogether. When I took that right before Thanksgiving and I took time off, I have to tell you, it was the best thing I could have done for myself. A number of your lib friends who are turning on Trump, Okie, they probably never were for Trump in the first place. So you can't turn when you're already there. You're already turned, right? So they're not turning. Kaepernick needs to take 2 knees and pray. Huh. Yeah, Kelly, I think you ought to pray to his parents for giving him such a good life and then, asking forgiveness for kind of betraying them at this point. I'm a sexual abuse survivor and time means nothing to me. I know, Judy. Amen. Sorry for what happened to you. They're turning towards. Oh, they're turning towards him. Okay, Okie. I thought you said turning against him. 6 Democratic senators call for Franken to resign. Oh my gosh. Marianne's calling that breaking news. Bless you, Judy. Yes. Kelly says, bless you, Judy. Well, Franken needs to resign, so let's do it. Yes, because if they improve the economy, he's a pig, Shauna said. But Shauna, are you still a pig if you can't remember anything that you've done? Because I don't think he remembers anything he's done. Ta-da, Franken is history. Well, maybe. We'll see. Frankenstein resigned, Jerry said. Another woman has come forward. Woo! I know last week there was a 6th one. I don't know how many there are now. Frankenstein said in his book he lied when he apologized, Shauna said. Franken has been a pig long before he became a senator. Okie said, I'm in Minnesota. He's a pig, Judy said. So I guess the general consensus here is that he's a pig. So, I mean, what I've seen, what they've said that he's done in the photographs, they're disgusting. And, again, innocent until proven guilty, but that photograph, you can't really unsee that. And I say you're drinking? Okay. Oh, my gosh. Photos don't lie. I know, Marianne. I mean, it's hard to take that one back. I love, like I said, how some of the left said, oh, yeah, but he had his hands on the outside of like the flak jacket. So that's not the same thing. Oh, yeah, it is. So let's see. Deputy White House Chief of Staff Christian Nielsen has been confirmed by the U.S. Senate to oversee the Department of Homeland Security. She's a former Homeland Security official nominated by President Trump. She was confirmed by the Senate 62-37 on Tuesday. Mitch McConnell said that Nielsen understands the department's daily operations due to her previous experience and is ready to lead on her first day. So let's hope that she does a great job. That took a while for her to get in, but at least she got in. I mean, sheesh. And she used to work under John Kelly, remember? This is the best Periscope I have ever been a part of. Thank you, Kelly. Please come back. We're on every day, on weekday at 11. We have a lot of discussions in here, and are great people in here. I know, taking a picture of her doing that while she slept is bad enough. I know, Lisa, and just even taking that picture. Great, Kelly. Tell your friends about it, too. Yeah, I think it's pretty disgusting. It's creepy. Beyond creepy, yes. CNN Chris Cuomo had no problem with the Franken picture. Well, yeah. Wonder why. I wonder why. And as everybody probably saw, Jeff Flake donated $100 to Democrat Doug Jones in Alabama. So he had to make his little statement. He tweeted it out saying, country before party. Okay, Jeffy. Okay, Barbara, have a good PT there. Oh my gosh, 6 female Democratic senators call for Al Franken to resign after a 6th woman has come forward to accuse him. Whoa. Whoa. So that is one more than last week that I reported on. Wow. Flake is a flake. I'm sorry. Jeff Flake from Snowflake is a flake. So that is amazing. I don't know how you I don't know how you say that you forgot about the 6 people this time, Franken, but whatever. I know. Flake lives in Snowflake. He's actually from Snowflake, Arizona, Shauna. I didn't believe it, and I looked it up. He's from Snowflake, Arizona. I guess when you're a kid, it's fun. I don't know. I know, it's a trip. Oh my gosh. How appropriate. He'll issue an apology number 6 today. Yep. And he'll say, I get a lot of pictures taken with a lot of people. I'm so sorry. I stood too close, perhaps. I didn't recall my hand slipping. Yes. even the thought of touching her there in the first place. I know, Jules, who would do that? Who would have their picture taken going like this on a woman's breast? Asleep otherwise or not. Who would do that? Look, the guy was never that good on SNL, right? A clown. There you go. He should have stayed a clown. His family was the founder of Snowflake, I heard. That's right, Amanda. Yeah, Joy Behar. Who did that to Joy Behar? I forget. Was that... I can't remember who did it to her now. And she didn't mind it. It was no big deal. Was it Al Franken? Yeah, it was him. That's what I thought it was, but yeah. And she didn't care. She thought it was funny. And there was yesterday, oh my gosh, I was watching something, and I wish I could remember what state it was in. It was a state meeting, kind of like a city council meeting. This man was talking. He reached over to the guy beside him, put his hand on his arm, you know, like when you would to say, okay, wait, let me say this, or, you know, can you hold up just a second? The guy that got touched said, look, Mr. So-and-so, I want you to know I'm a heterosexual. I love my wife. I don't like men touching me. Please don't touch me again. I mean, it was the most bizarre thing that I've ever seen. I know. And so the guy's like, I don't even know where we go from here. I don't even know what to say. And they just went ahead and just adjourned what they were doing. Yes, really, Kelly, it was crazy. And I don't know, Shauna. I wish I could remember. It was sort of like a little city council meeting type thing. It was very strange. And there was a video that goes with it. If you look it up, I'm sure you'll find it. But, I mean, it was crazy. And the guy's like, okay, you know, I think what people are going to have to do, though, in the days and times that we're living in, don't even touch somebody on the arm, the shoulder, or anything else. Just don't touch it. Crazy that news was there. I know, it was nuts. And the guy, I kept waiting for the guy who said it, maybe to laugh, like, ha ha, you know, just a joke. He didn't laugh. Everybody else sitting beside him, including the guy who touched him, kind of looked at him. It wasn't staged, Kelly. It wasn't. And he looked at him like, okay, you got to be kidding me, right? And he's like, no. And everybody's kind of going, oh my gosh, you know, looking away and actually kind of going like that, like, I can't believe this. Yeah, we aren't in Kansas anymore, Toto. Yep, keep your hands to yourself. That's right, millennial. Don't touch anybody. You may want to. I'm not even sure how much longer we're going to be able to shake hands with people. Yeah, Joe Biden's going to have a really hard time with this. But I'm telling you, like, instead of shaking hands, just kind of go, hi, you know, and leave it at that. And I think the best thing that you can probably do, Robin said everyone has gone insane. You know, just don't even look at people if you can avoid it. I mean, that guy did that openly in public, right? So nothing was, I know, Pat, I don't drink. So after today, after this week, who knows? It's just crazy. He makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Me too, Shauna. I guess we need to start bowing. No, I'm just going to wave. Been hugged at church in very uncomfortable ways, even told my husband. Well, and Rhonda, that's when you go and you tell the person, please no. Don't hug me, don't touch me. I mean, if somebody was wanting to hug me and I did not want to be hugged by them, I would say, you know, sorry, I don't want to hug, or, you know, please don't hug me. If it's creepy. I mean, normally I would never say that, but if a person is creepy or it's inappropriate, speak up and say, please don't do that. I don't care if you're at church or not. You had hubby talk to the creeps about that. Well, yeah, I think, you know, I don't know. I say, sorry, I've got a call. Exactly, Shauna. Yeah, just because it's at church doesn't mean that, you know, the people aren't doing something inappropriate. We'd like to think they aren't, but it isn't always true. So, Robin's question, has everyone gone insane? Kind of getting closer there, Robin. We need personal alarms like the car alarms. You are too close to back up. Yes, there are people everywhere who do that. I love getting and giving hugs. I do too, Kitty. I do too. I've never had an inappropriate hug like that, so. Oh no! You touched my nose. Hit the road, Jack, right? Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. We have run out of time. Another day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. If you would, please retweet this, share it with everybody, and we'll be back tomorrow at 11 Eastern. Look for the president today. This should be great. I can't wait. Thank you. Thank you, Oki. Hope you'll come back tomorrow as well. Take care, everybody. God bless. See you tomorrow. Take care. All right, YouTube, thanks so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for your support. God bless.